How's it going, Solutions of the World? My name is Skyler, aka EeveelutionSolution, and today I'm going to talk about something that I am very passionate about for the game Destiny 2, and that is Gambit. What is Gambit? If you don't know what Gambit is, it is a PvEVE game mode, which I will soon show you guys and explain a little bit more. But I'm going to be doing this little mini-series on the 4 points, or the 4 positions, rather, of Gambit that can be used in either regular Gambit or Gambit Prime. In this episode, we're going to be working on the Invader. Now, an Invader's job is very, very important, considering when the enemies are starting to bank, or once they get to their primeval stage, it is up to the Invaders to stop them from getting their primeval. You know, you're trying to heal the primeval and all this other stuff that's going on. Or you can be like me and be a jack of all trades, which I will explain that in a later video. Now, normally I don't run hard light. This specifically was for the 0 hour quest, which I've yet to finish. I will put my PlayStation name and my Steam name in, or not Steam name, but the Steam friend code thingy in the description of this video. If you are willing to help out with 0 hour, that would be greatly appreciated. I am still missing the Outbreak Pulse Rifle, which I think is energy, which you don't even see here, because I know it's not power. Anyhow, moving on to the gear. Now, when you're invading, it honestly comes down to your personal taste and style. For me, I like to invade with a scout rifle in my primary spot. If enemies are a bit further back and they spawn me in the backside of the arena, map, or whatever you want to call it, I am able to pick them off from a distance, so I'll normally carry a scout rifle, or sometimes I'll carry this Braytech Werewolf, which unfortunately for you newbies who are starting as of the recording of this video, or after the Halloween event, which is passed some time ago, you can't get this weapon. But overall, the Braytech Werewolf, for those of you guys who do have it, you may be familiar with how powerful this thing is. It's roughly a 4 shot to the head, 6 shot to the body, and with a 450 or rate of fire, you can get a lot of damage done pretty quickly. Moving on to the secondary. Well, I guess I should show you the scout rifle. This is my personal scout rifle of choice. You can use whatever works for you. This one is my Rampage full auto trigger system, Talons of the Eagle, that I got from Iron Banner maybe last season. But hey, use whatever works for you. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Take a shot every time I say that, but please don't actually. As for a secondary, I kind of toss between a couple of different things depending on how the match is going. I'll normally start off with this Outlast, which is again full auto trigger system Rampage. I don't know, for me, I just enjoy using it. Or sometimes I'll run the Cost of the Wolf, which is also an Iron Banner weapon, which is full auto Outlaw. Yes, I know a lot of people say full auto is not that good on Cost of the Wolf, or full auto is not good on this weapon, that weapon. I just like full auto trigger system on weapons, so I can continuously hit my shots and not have to think about the triggers on my controller. I know it's a minor gripe, but whatever. Sometimes I'll use the Vow, which this is the Valentine's Day bow, if I'm not mistaken. For me, I have overloading arrowheads, and it's masterwork, except for I still don't exactly know what got masterworked on this, considering most masterwork weapons have the yellow bar. So I'm still not 100% sure. And last but not least, the weapons that I invade with, before we get into heavies, is this Soul Survivor. This is the curated role one. I really love this thing. I'm not that much of a sniper, but when I do use a sniper, this is the one that I use. Snapshot, Outlaw, Flared Magweld, Extended Barrel on the sniper with a reload speed masterwork, which is nice. You know, I could have wished for a stability masterwork or range masterwork, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And I do not have it on this character. Wow, that is embarrassing. I thought I had everything. Let me just transfer this using my nifty app on my phone. I think you're on my Titan. You can use this Bad Omens that you see here. This is the one that you get for resetting your Infamy rank twice with the chucking module and the, cluster bomb. Are you really going to be slow? Are you really going to be slow right now? Come on! Work with me here! Work with me, come on. Well, this is really embarrassing. While that tries to load, I'm going to go over the gear that I wear. I wear the notorious Invader equipment. Why? So I can get all of these buffs for those of you newbies. When you have all the, or when you wear the Gambit Prime armor, as you guys can see, I'm still in the process of collecting all of it. I almost have all of it for the guides. As an invader, when you're invading, ammo slowly trickles into your kinetic and energy weapons over time. This is nice if you're trying to move from point A to point B. Again, if you're using a scout rifle like a sniper, like I normally do, or you just need to move from point A to point B, or you just don't want to worry about reloading. But hunters, we have our dodge abilities, so it kind of makes it a moot point. We get a improved invasion over shield, so we get a little bit more health when we invade. Each guardian while invading grants a temporary damage bonus once you return. This will stack up to 4 times, and if you guys are on the Primeval stage and you have the Killmonger 4 plus Primeval Slayer, you can get some serious damage off into your Primeval, which is really nice. And last but not least, you have Bank Robber. Invading locks the enemy bank, stands near the locked bank to drink motes. So you get to act as one of the blockers. Wow, what is going on with the companion app? I'm not about running to the tower for this. Thank you. And one more weapon before we get into some actual gameplay. Equip that. Okay, that's weird. No. I know a lot of people are going to hate me once they see this transfer. Hunter. There we go. Okay, this is the weapon that I primarily invade with. This is my Hammerhead. A lot of invaders like to use Hammerhead because it's such a good weapon. I know it's kind of like your Recluse, your Jotun, it's extremely overused, but it can be a lifesaver when it comes to Gambit Prime. Let's say your team is down, or the enemy team has got 2 or 1 bar down to their Primeval, and you're still struggling to get your Primeval, and you invade with this thing, you can potentially fill it back up. And I've even gotten a few what is it called? In the Claws of Defeat medals with the Hammerhead. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's such a good gun, and there's nothing else really I can say about it. So, I guess without further ado, let's just hop into a game of Gambit, and we shall go. Alright. Let me just double check that I have everything that I want for this game. Outlaws. Tons of the Evil. But feel free to use whatever makes you comfortable. This is just the stuff that makes me feel comfortable and the stuff that I enjoy using as an invader, and I believe does the most damage. Oh, that reminds me, while we're trying to get into a game, yes, for those of you guys who do not know, your light level is a factor. Yes, like Iron Banner. If you are a lower light level than the person you are attacking, it may take more bullets or fewer bullets depending on the opponent's light level. If I'm versing someone who's like 9, 10 power, I'm going to shred through them. Especially if I'm using something like Hammerhead or Talons of the Eagle. But if we have, like the one person I was fighting earlier who was a 970, I'm sitting here 959 or so. I think at the time I was like 947 because I was using some other gear that I decided I didn't want to use for this video. And I had a harder time invading, so we eventually got to this setup with 31 mobility, 51 resilience, 66 recovery, 30 grenade, 51 intellect, and the 35 strength. Now, as far as exotics are concerned, there are a lot of good exotics you can use. For hunters, I highly suggest, if you're playing not Gambit Prime but regular Gambit, I highly suggest using Shards of Galanor if you go into overtime. That is stupidly busted, and if I remember correctly, I will record some gameplay and I will add it in right here. If not, I just look like an idiot. Let's see what we're fighting today. Fallen. Called it! Ha! I always get fallen. Also, for those of you guys who play Gambit, put it in the comment section down below. What is your least favorite and favorite enemy types? My favorite enemy type has to be Fallen, and my least favorite to fight in terms of Gambit is the Cabal. I don't know. I don't know why. I just don't like fighting the Cabal. I feel like they've got a lot more health, or I don't know. It's really weird. Oh, playing on PC with a controller feels weird. I am normally playing on the PS4, but recording for PC is a lot easier, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm really weird when it comes to stuff. Alright, so we got 6 mounts. Some tips for Gambit while I'm thinking about it. When it comes to your moats, don't get greedy. Like for me, as you can see, I have 6 moats. I know where the enemies are. They're over there at the burrow. And I could theoretically go and get more moats, but I'm going to block there, or I'm going to send a blocker over there just so we lock down the enemy bank so I can go and try to get some more moats. Come on. Oops, that was a bad throw. And I don't have my knives. You really gotta pay attention to your surroundings. That is an absolute must. And as far as the heavy goes, I will admit I'm extremely greedy for the heavy. Why? It's because I just want to have the heavy ammo just in case when I invade. I normally start off with a scout rifle, but if I get into the close quarters, I have this SMG here and my hammerhead. Alright. So this is what I mean by jack of all trades. I will always engage the blockers, regardless if I'm a sentry or not. We want to be able to make sure that whenever we have moats, we can bank them. Even if I'm not doing the most damage output. And at the same time, be focusing, like, where is the invader? Knowing where that invader is going to be a... Well, speaking about knowing where the invader is. And I didn't know I had 5 moats on me. This is what I mean. You should be paying attention. Alright, we got 15 moats. That guy's going to deposit. And that's going to start the invasion portal. Invasion portal always starts after 25 moats are banked. Alright, sometimes I might go a little quiet when I'm invading, and that's just because I'm concentrating. You're an idiot. If you have more than 10 moats, don't engage the invader. That guy had 15 moats, which is a large blocker. That could have been really beneficial to his team. Yeah, I could have still hunted him down, and I probably would have. But he decided to engage the invader, which was a high risk to his moats, and as you guys can see, it did not pay off very well for him. Not that heavy while I'm here. Alright, let's do this. Invasion number 2. What's up? I saw him back there. We got Shen. What's up? Where are you going? Okay. Note to self, make a meme of that. Well, that was a waste. I thought I still had enough time. Whoops. Excuse me. Alright. So now we've got the Primeval. As an invader, I'm still not going to worry about the Primeval right this moment. I'm still worried about keeping these guys as far behind as I can, even though they only have 17 motes deposited. Black Talon, nice try. Come back here, Chen. Out of time. That's okay. So we got our Killmonger. Time to engage the envoys. Or we got Primeval Slayer. Those orbs. I pretty much have Primeval Slayer 3 right now. That's why I'm doing a lot of damage. We got the Killmonger 2 and the Primeval Slayer, which equals to Primeval Slayer 3 if I'm not mistaken. Knight. Let's see here. What the? Oh! I knew it was a Black Talon. I'm not crazy. Wow. 3 of us down. Come here. Tried. Oops. I just reloaded a heavy with no ammo in it. Oops, that was a waste. Heavy. Question mark? There it is. It's up there. It's probably got like 40 seconds. 47 seconds. So a minute. Let's go. Someone's got Orpheus. Or Tether. At least. Come on. Part of the pack. Primeval Slayer 2. Come on. Well, at least these teammates somewhat know what they're doing. That's a good thing. 14 seconds left on that. Looking for the Invader. Where's the Invader? Oh, you're a sniper! You had a sniper and went for Randy's throwing knife. To be fair, I would have probably done the same thing. I know that Heavy Brick is there. They're about to get their Primeval. As soon as they get their Primeval, I can go on the attack. We've got at least Primeval Slayer 3, so we don't really have a whole lot to worry about. Take out some of these ads. Get my Blade Barrage. Hopefully this time we don't waste it. And by we, I mean me. Let's go! Whoa! Golden Gun! Yeah, supers are a good way to counter to counter invaders. I'll give it to him for that shot. That was a pretty far shot. I'll give it to him. Ah. Well, at least my swarm grenades went off. Alright, we're fine, Let's go. Got Chen over there. Don't think so. Nope. Oh, and I get sniped. Wonderful, by the Aquila sniper rifle. And that's all there is to it. How did we do? Fable 2. Got 10 Guardians defeated. On a good run. That's about an average run, is about 10 Guardian kills. I think the most I've ever gotten in a single game is 25, maybe 30. And we got an SMG. Let's take a look at the roll. If the Fable 2 thing will go away. Outlaw kill clip. That's a keeper. Let's put in this one. Did I ever get the ornament for this? Can't remember. No, I did not. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Gambit Invaders guide. If you guys have, be sure to show me some love. Hit that like button and that subscribe. It always means a lot whenever you guys do, and it's always greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next episode, whatever that is. Have a good day, everyone.